Hello, hope you're having a good day. I'm just back from a walk where I took the DJI OSMO Nano out with me. I've taken it out with me to take some selfie shots with the wide angle lens, and it was simple and easy to take with me because it fits in the pocket without a backpack. I was on a lightweight walk today. While I was out, I decided to do a little bit of unplanned filming and ended up having a bit of a discussion about recording myself in public, and actually did some of that. So I thought I'd throw this together just as a little bit of a bonus video. No particular subject. Like I say, it was completely unplanned, but I think it was quite interesting to listen to my thought process as I'm walking along. So here's the video for today. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video. Things I really like about the DJI Nano is because of the really small size, you can put it in your pocket even when you've got the screen attached. If you haven't got the screen attached, then obviously it's even smaller, but it's always available when you're out and about. I'm using it at the minute without a separate microphone, just out on a walk. The main reason I use it as opposed to the Action 5 is it's really good for taking selfie pictures, especially when compared to your mobile phone. For taking selfie pictures in wide mode or standard D-warp, the OSMO Nano just really can't be beaten. It gives you such a clear, wide view that you don't get with the the really short focal length of a mobile phone. I know you've got the mobile phone with you all the time, but for photography you want that increased depth of field and the autofocus, and I think the Nano does a really good job for capturing the environment and capturing you in it. So I'm using the microphones in the Nano itself, just capturing a little bit of test footage. It's 4K 25 Horizon. I think it's HC, so I think it's horizon correction. Doesn't keep. I think it keeps. I'm twisting the camera a little bit to the left and right. It seems to be doing a really good job of keeping me in the frame. Pretty sure that I've got this set to D-Log M as well, so the footage that I see on the screen is a fairly flat profile. But for throwing in your pocket and taking with you on an adventure, whether it's a bike ride, a walk, a hike, or just to have in your pocket available, the OSMO Nano really does shine. Sometimes I'll go out and I don't ever use it, but when you do use it, it's I don't really know what I'm saying. It's just the OSMO Nano is so convenient for keeping in your pocket and snapping pictures, either of where you're looking or of selfies. You don't even really need a selfie stick, which makes it even more useful. The actual stabilisation, I mean, it's horizon correction, I think it is, just seems really good. If I hold it out at arm's length, there you go. Awesome bit of kit for vlogging when you're on the move. Another great thing about the OSMO Nano is when you want to film yourself in public, it's extremely discreet. I think I don't do enough recording in public, and it's something that I'm going to try and address and practice. But I think since I've started doing videos, I think I've still got the mindset from a few years ago that if you're filming out in public, you're just going to attract loads of attention and you're going to look weird, and it makes you feel quite uncomfortable. But I think with video calls, FaceTime, or that sort of thing, I think walking and talking, looking at a screen at the same time, it's become a lot more acceptable. I don't think you look out of place these days. I've actually just walked past a guy who's walking his dogs, and he looked at me and then looked back at his dogs and stood back a little bit so his dogs didn't get in my way. So that is officially the first time I have walked past a member of the public holding a camera in front of my face and talking. The question will be, because I only expected to take the Nano out to grab some selfie shots today. I wasn't expecting to record any video, but I thought, well, hey, I'm in the mood for it. Let's just give it a go. At least I've got some footage to play with. But I didn't bring my microphone with me, and really I should have done, because the Mic 2 or the Mic Mini, just the transmitter, is so small. You really don't need to carry it in a bag or anything like that. It'll attach magnetically onto the camera, so if you can fit your camera in your pocket, you can fit the camera with a mic in your pocket. I really should think about bringing that out as my standard kit, even if I'm just taking a piece of kit out and putting it in my pocket on the walk. But there you go. I need to do a lot more of this, just walking around feeling comfortable myself, holding the camera up without many people around. And I think if I'm comfortable doing that, when we get to situations where I'm walking and there's people coming my way, I'll be a lot less self-conscious, and hopefully I can carry on. I suppose the biggest thing is just having something to say. Depending on what you're saying, you don't want people to overhear you and attract attention. It sounds so weird, but I'm really, really self-conscious about people seeing me and hearing me when I'm talking in public. At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters. I know that I've seen other people recording in public, and I know that it doesn't really matter to the people who see them. They just look at them, think, oh yeah, there's someone holding the camera talking. You get on with your life. It's not a big deal, but I think if you're not used to it, in your own mind, you make it a big deal. I think that's the thing we've got to try and overcome. So far this morning, I'm really enjoying the walk. It's the Monday, second week of my annual leave from work at Christmas 2025. I've got this week off. I'm back to work on Monday. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Don't worry, I'm a cat person. The little thing. It's usually hiding around under these bushes every time I walk down here. One thing I've noticed when I'm walking and talking is that when I've got the Mic 2 or the Mic Mini on my chest, my breathing is quite heavy. Now it's not a problem with me breathing heavy, because that's what I do when my heart rate's up and I'm doing exercise. I heavy breathing is a good thing, but I think the difference is when I'm recording is that if I'm on a walk, I walk fast, get my heart rate up, get the blood flowing, plenty of exercise load, which is what I want to do. So that's good. The problem I have is that when that comes across on the microphone as part of a video that I'm making, then it doesn't sound the best. And I don't know whether there's a way to sort of isolate breathing or position my microphone somewhere where it doesn't come out as strong. So we shall see. So I'm on the main road now. Let's say it's fairly quiet. A lot of people are still off. They're still off work. But I'm gonna head across. Head across the road. There we are. Well, I'm actually walking up the main road. I'm talking to myself on a camera, which is really, really weird. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea while I'm out on a walk. I said the only reason why I took the Nano out this morning was so that I could get some selfie shots. Because for a discreet camera, while you're out and about, you can't really beat the Nano at all. It's just such a good piece of kit. With wide angle, and no doubt a bit of AI processing thrown into the mix there somewhere. But it's really, really good. So I wasn't expecting to do any video. Just using the internal microphone, which I've just remembered. I have no idea how the audio of my voice is going to sound, especially with that traffic. I do think from reading the reviews that the audio from the microphones is pretty good on the Nano. Just looking around, I can see two on the side. Not sure whether there's one on the other side as well. I think that holds there's two holes on the side near the lens, which I'm pretty sure is the actual microphones, but the other side there's a hole there, but I think that's for a wrist strap, a lanyard. I suppose one thing is, if I'm walking and talking, I've got less chance to catch my breath, so I get out of breath more, which get my heart rate up more, which means I'm burning more calories, so my relative effort while I'm recording myself should be better all round. Garmin will be happy with me. It's weird, I don't notice the sound of me breathing when it's just me. It's when I record myself and then play it back, that's when I hear it. Suppose without listening back to a camera, I'm thinking about how other people are gonna hear it. It's the noise of your breathing. It's just background to you. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. As long as anyone who's listening to this and is listening to my heavy breathing, as long as you understand that the heavy breathing is because I'm walking quickly and I'm exercising. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm not fit. I'm generally fairly fit anyway. So that's not really the issue.
Well, he didn't come because 4 man deep was too much. Oh no.
So there, just walked past a couple of people there. We're just coming out of the gym. And one thing that I noticed is they saw me coming and they gave us a quick look and then carried on with what they were doing. What they were doing was walking along the footpath, holding this phone out in front of them, concentrating on the screen. So really, what's the difference between walking down the street holding your phone and talking and looking at the screen, and holding a discrete action camera in the palm of your hand while your hand is out in front of your face and talking to it? I suppose the obvious thing people will think is, oh, he's on the phone to somebody, which is what everybody does in the street these days. I think it's gone are the days where you make or answer a call and you put the phone up to your ear and you have a private conversation. Most of the people who you see out and about now on the phone, they're carrying it around in front of them like this, or they're holding it a foot away from their ear, but they've usually got it on Bluetooth headphones or loudspeaker. I think it's just the times that we're living in now that it's not unusual to have a screen up in front of you and while you're talking away to people. So I've walked past quite a few people while I've had the camera up in front of me, and the number of people who've reacted or questioned what I'm doing or why I'm doing it or finger pointed or anything like that is absolutely zero. Need to cross the road now. I suppose one thing you have to be careful of is when you're out and about and you're concentrating on what you're doing, what you're saying, making sure that you're in the shot, is when you're crossing the road, just making sure that you're aware of your surroundings, I suppose. Right. I'm gonna assess you now, because this last bit is quite a steep hill, and I'm definitely going to get too far out of breath that you're not going to be able to understand me anyway. That's assuming you can understand me now using the internal microphones, but right. Well, thanks for coming on this unplanned walk, and we shall go out and about again at some point. Anyway, for now, have a good day. See you later. Bye.